Today, I will be demonstrating how to navigate and use the admin website for Web3health. To begin, create a new account with an organization name along with email and password. Please choose a suitably complex password and have it remembered or stored. Alternatively, if you already have an account, please sign in. Once logged in, studies that you have created will be listed. We will begin by creating a new study. Notice that some fields in this new study tab are required. Please ensure that all fields are properly filled. You will have to have a title, a summary, along with the length of the study, the minimum age of a participant, the apply open date for the study, metrics that you will wish to store, health conditions that the participants will be required to have, along with the view policy, any tags to make it easier for users to find your study, and a reward type and reward value. Once you are finished, click Save as Draft. Please note that after a study is created, it is not immediately published. To see the current status of a study, check the current indicator on the top right of the study. We will now proceed to publish our new study. To begin, press the Publish button. You will be shown information about your new study. Please carefully review the information and ensure that it is correct. There are two things of note. If certain metrics are selected, heart rate in this case, then only users with those metrics enabled will be able to view the study. Secondly, once a study is published and a participant registers for it, the study can no longer be modified. In order to finalize and publish your study, change the status of your study to open and click Save Changes. Your study is now properly published. We will now see the data of ongoing and closed studies. To begin, click the View Study button. At the top of the page, we will see the details of the study. If we scroll down, we will see some de-identified user data. You can see how many days they have submitted to the study, as well as some personal information about them. You can click into a user and see the exact data that they have sent in graph format. Each segment is for a 24-hour period. For a more convenient format, you can download the data in Excel format for all users. The Excel will have two pages. The first being information about users with a research ID, and the second being the data for users for a start and end time with units. This concludes the tutorial.
Hello, my name is Andrew Primiano, and in this tutorial we will be going over from start to finish how to access and navigate the survey feature. So this is from our main page here. What you're going to want to do is sign in or register with your respective account. Now, once you are signed in, you'll be sent to your study screen. And inside of your study screen, you'll be able to see all of your studies. Now, to access the survey feature, you will click View Study, and this is the same page that will appear for every single one of your studies. So from here, you will see two different tabs. One is your Overview tab and your Surveys tab. In the Surveys tab, you will see a View All Surveys screen, the one you are currently on, the Create Survey, and the Dispatch Center. So from here, we will go over how to create a survey. Now, to go and create a survey, you're going to want to use a survey creation platform of your choice. And for example, I'm going to be using Google Forms. So Going back here, it is very important that you include the participant ID inside of your created form. And the significance of this is for when you dispatch a survey to a particular participant, this ID right here will be auto-filled with their respective ID. So when I want to go create a form, I can create a test form. And of course, when you are making the questions, you can have any question that you want, but the one that you need and that is required is participant ID. So what you can do is just participant ID, copy and paste it right here, make sure it's short answer, and then I'm just going to include one more. I'll call it name, and it'll be short answer as well. So what you're going to want to do from here is in this first warning, you can see your form must be published. So right here, you want to go back to your form and you're going to want to click the publish button, click publish. And this makes sure that when the emails are sent to the participants, they're actually able to access the form and it won't just be, or it won't send them elsewhere. So once you have it published, you're going to click the three dots, go over to pre-fill. And then another important aspect is your participant ID. You need to fill it in with a placeholder value. For example, test, and that's what we will be doing. So go over to your pre-filled link tab. So once again, click that, go to pre-filled form, and it'll take you here. Then in participant ID, give it a placeholder value, grab the link, copy it, and then bring it over to here. And then give it a title, test survey for tutorial. Make sure that you have a participant ID field inside of your form. Click that. You can include a custom message if you want to. I won't for this demonstration. And before you send out your survey, you must make sure it doesn't have any sensitive content or inappropriate matter inside of it. So click that as well, and then create your survey. Now, from the perspective of the participant, once they receive their email, once it's been dispatched, they will receive an email that looks exactly like this. So, hello, Andrew Primiano, and then it has the title as well as the name of the survey sent to them. So, once they click this button, they'll be able to see their respective survey. And as I said before, the participant ID was auto-filled with the participant's respective participant ID. Now, from here, they'll be able to respond. So Andrew, and click submit. And from the researcher's perspective, they'll be able to see the response. And you can check right here. So participant ID and name. Once your survey has been created, you have the option to send your survey to all enrolled participants. And to view all enrolled participants, you can go back to surveys, or you can just go to your dispatch center and see all of your listed participants. The view participants tab currently has not been implemented yet. However, it does not change any functionality. So in addition, I can choose to include a custom message that will be sent to all participants using this icon here, or this tab. Now, if I choose to send it to all, I would have to make sure to click this and send to all enrolled. However, I'm going to show the dispatch screen. Now we're in the dispatch center. This dispatch center has your surveys, created surveys on the left and your participants on the right. So if I choose to send test survey for tutorial to this enrolled participant, as you can see on the status grid that this survey has not yet been sent to this participant, meaning that I would click the send missing dispatch mode. This resend existing is only for when a survey has already been sent, however, has not been received by the participant. So for this enrolled participant, since they have yet to receive this one, I will only click send missing. Now you got to make sure to include the survey link, and as well, you have to make sure to include a custom message if you want. You don't have to, it's optional, but for right now, I think I will. I'll just say, hello, thank you for enrolling. Once you have included your custom message, you can see it right here. And after everything looks good and you're ready to send, you can hit dispatch surveys. Now you will see that your dispatch was complete, your survey sent to one participant, so it created one pair. And now you can see on your status grid that this particular survey was sent to this particular user, and you can see that right here. So to see which messages you have sent, you can click message history right here and see that survey 21, which is linked to our test survey for tutorial. You can include that, or you can click on that right there and see your custom message and the recipient that received it, and some other event details as well. So from here, you can click out of this. You can go back to your dispatch center and back to surveys. And that is the entire process of creating a survey and dispatching it to your users. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Mohit, myself, Andrew Primiano, any of the professors. However, if you want specific questions or anything else that you believe should be changed or added, please let me know. Thank you.
So this right here is your home dashboard. It's kind of your command center. From here, you can keep tabs on studies you're enrolled in, see the data you're sharing, and discover new study opportunities all in one place. Let's dig into each section. At the very top, you'll notice this needs attention area. If you ever fall behind on a study, it will surface right here so nothing slips through the cracks. You can see in my account, I have a couple studies where I'm behind on sharing data. Super helpful for staying on track. Scrolling down, the next section is your data assets. This shows all the health data you've connected and shared with Web3health. In my case, you can see I'm sharing steps, floors climbed, distance, calories, heart rate, and sleep. If you want a deeper look, just hit See All. That will put a more detailed summaries and give you options to adjust the time range. The last section on the homepage is All Opportunities. This is where studies you can apply to show up. To browse everything that's available, just click the View All Opportunities button, and that brings us right to the marketplace. Up here in the marketplace, you can search for studies by name or use the sort button to filter things down. Nice and simple. Now, let's actually apply to one. Say this test study catches your eye. Right on the card, you can already see a quick description and a reward you'll earn for completing it. Go ahead and click Contribute, and you'll land on the full study details page. Here, you can see everything. This study offers a reward value of 30. It was posted on March 31st, and the application window runs from March 13th through May 1st. Below that, you'll see exactly what data the study is requesting. In this case, they need your steps, heart rate, and floors climbed, so you know upfront what you're agreeing to share. And when you're ready, it's as simple as reading through the disclosure and clicking Apply. That's it, you're in. Now let's talk about how data sharing actually works, because this is a big part of the Web3 health experience. The app requires you to actively sync your health data to the studies you're enrolled in, and the best place to manage all of that is right here in the Sharing tab. At a glance, the top of the screen gives you a quick summary: how many studies you've shared to total, how many are currently active, how many you've completed, and any you've canceled. It's a nice snapshot of where you stand. Below that, the active studies section lists everything you're currently participating in. And at the bottom, the rewards section shows all the credits you've successfully earned so far. Now, one thing to keep in mind is staying consistent is key. On Web3 Health, you will want to sync your data daily to keep your studies on track and make sure those rewards keep coming in. It's easy to do. Just tap on a study and you'll see the Sync Now button right there. One tap and you're good. All right, last stop, the More section. This is where you handle everything account related. First up is your profile, where you can view and edit your personal account details whenever you need to. Head back to More and you'll also find Settings. This is where you can switch up the app's appearance. Choose between System Default, Light Mode, or Dark Mode. You can also send feedback directly from here. And when you're ready to step away, the log out option is right there too. And finally, if you're ever curious about the bigger picture, check out the About section. This is where Web3health shares its mission and what the platform is all about. And that's the full app. You've now seen everything from discovering studies to syncing your data and earning rewards.
Hello everybody, my name is Mohit and today we are going to see how to use Web3 Health on the Android platform. To use that, first download the app from the Google Play Store. On that, search the app Web3 Health and you will be able to find the app under the UGA Sensor Web Lab. To download it, press install so that it can be installed on your phone. Once the installation is complete, press open. The app is now on your phone. Now, if you are a first time user, press on create account to create your account. Here, we will use your email and password to create your account. In this, choose a strong password which can satisfy the password requirements. If you already have an account, go to sign in and enter your email and password which you had entered while creating an account. Press sign in. It will load your account. You can save your password on your phone or select not now. Here, to use the app very efficiently, we request you to allow the app to send you notifications. In this way, the notifications can help you stay on track as well as get the updates for the postings which you have already applied. Please note that you don't send any marketing related content on your phone. On the left hand side, you will see your name and the status of Health Connect, and on the right hand side, you will see refresh icon, key key icon, that is basically Health Connect connection icon, and the profile icon. To connect to Health Connect, either you can click on Grant All or click on the key icon. Please click on the key icon. This opens the Health Connect. If you are using Android 14 or less than that, you will have to manually download the Health Connect first to use it. If you are using Android 14 or above, and Health Connect is already present on your device, you will automatically see this pop up. In this, you can read the data which you are interested in sharing. Please note that this data will be shared, which means it does not mean that your data is directly sent to a server. Data will be on your phone. Health Connect is a local database which is used to store your health data on your phone itself. This data is not at all tracked or shared anywhere in the app. Without your consent, this data will not leave your phone. For this tutorial purpose, I'll click allow all so that I can share all the data, which is all the listed metrics that can be shared with the app. After that, press allow to share. In Android, to read the historical data after particular date, a particular history permission is required. This allows the app to read the past data if you have for the particular for like the date 30 days beyond the installation. If you're not interested, click don't allow, but if you are interested to see the data tracking, click allow. Once you do that, you will be able to see your data pop up in the data assets. If that doesn't happen, press refresh. Now, in many of the user's case, this data will see 0000. In that case, the Health Connect is connected, but there is no data in Health Connect. In that case, whatever variable you are using, example, if you are using Fitbit, Garmin, or any of the apps, any of the devices like Whoop app, which will be able to write the data in Health Connect, please select that app first and turn on the syncing with Health Connect. How to do that? I will show you. In my case, I use Google Fit app, so I will go to my Google Fit app and go to its setting. Once I go to setting, I will scroll down and see Health Connect, and you will see the sync with Health Connect. Please turn on this so that you can see the data in the app. We will first see all your data. Once you click see all, you will be able to see the data in various time ranges. First is 24 hours, next is 7 days, and then 30 days, and then 90 days. As I was talking earlier, the 90 days will be able to see the data if the historical data is turned to toggled on. To see the data in tracking mode, click on any of the data which you want to see. For in this case, I will click on the steps. You can see the steps data tracked for the particular day range as well on the graph and as on the list view presented with the detailed history. You can click on the graph particular bar to see exact value as well as change the date range. You can scroll down to see the detailed value and click on load mode to see mode values of the previous days. Now, let's look at the marketplace tab. The marketplace is the tab where you will be able to find the opportunities which you are interested in contributing. On this tab, you will see at the top bar a search bar which can help you filter out the postings if you have any in mind or if there is any particular tab which you want to select and apply. For this demo purpose, let's use this particular posting to apply. I selected this posting and you can see in this you can see the title, you can see the name, you can see the reward which is 30 points. You can also see the date posted and the window, number of days left and the sharing duration. In this you will be able to see the metrics which are being shared. Now once you click apply, you will be asked if you have the data, you will be asked to share the data with the consent. If you click OK, the app will start sharing the data. But in this case, if you don't have the data, the app will tell you don't have the data of this particular matrix, so we cannot share the data. Let's select this opportunity and click. You can read the description, read the reward, the days which we will be sharing, number of days left, along with what data you are going to share. Please read this carefully and then select to apply if you are interested. Once you apply, if you have not finished the onboarding, you will have to complete your profile check. Click Go to Profile and fill out the missing data. Once you're done, you can check the data which is left and then select the data. You note that health conditions are optional. If you are interested, you can apply or you can leave that field blank and then save profile. Once your profile is saved, you can go to you will be redirected back to the posting. In this page, you have to click now apply. Here, it will tell you about how many days and what data will be collected. You will receive the notification that data is going to be now synced. Let's now see how to sync the data if you have missed to sync the data for any posting. In this case, you will be able to see the data of the particular posting which you have missed on the home screen in the needs attention section. You can go to that, you can click on this and go to the particular posting. You can come to the sharing tab and go to the particular posting to sync the data. In this case, the Apple Watch heart rate data is missed 2 days. I will go to that and I can see the sync now button. Please press that sync now button to sync the data. You will be able to see the data which is submitted along with the progress. If the sync now button doesn't disappear, please press it again so that you can see the data will be synced. You will be able to receive notifications and see if the data is synced and completed. Now let's look at the last tab, which is the More tab on this particular app. In this tab, you will be able to find your profile, use the settings, and the more information about the app. In the profile, you will be able to see the data which you have entered while creating the profile, as well as while you filled the onboarding form while applying to any opportunities. If you have not applied to any opportunities yet, you will not see any data and see a pop-up of completing the profile. In the next, in the settings tab, you will be able to see you can change the theme of the app from system default to light or keep it dark mode. You will also be able to see the supports in this form. You will be able to provide any of the feedback which you have, like if you feel any issues are there, or if you want to feel any, you feel any feature is required in the app, you can submit to us by selecting this friend feedback and fill in this form. Now, if you are more interested to learn about the app, you can go to the About tab and read more on the app. Here, you will be able to read about the app's mission, as well as the project's principal investigators, as well as the privacy policy of the app. If you are interested, you can check out the profiles of the principal investigators and learn more about the app.